Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Greg. This is the Lost Wrench Garage. What we're up to today, I'm just tinkering around. It's Friday. It's not as hot as it has been. So I got a project I need to get done. We're going to change the garage door. I'll let you know more about it when we get into it.
Out of Pennsylvania's run, grease and spots they mingle. Old rhymes, hard and tune, ringing classics back to jingle. Cause it's in Spitfire roll, every bolt and nut story. Ring repair, he'll restore it and sweat the daily glory. Lost Wrench Garage, the name, engine roars and never flames. Turning rust into the bay with
Okay, well, the reason why I need to change the garage door is because my homeowner's insurance, they snuck in sometime, who knows when, snapped some photos of around the house and said, you need to fix this. And if not, we're going to drop your homeowner's insurance. I mean, whatever. So I got a lot of it taken care of, and this is the last thing I need to tend to. So, just kind of give you an idea where I'm at. I started on it, then I decided I need to make a video. Plus, we're going to get back at doing some other things this weekend, and I'll probably have this video up by Friday or Monday afternoon, because that's really the only time I get the chance to put them up, because during the week I can't shoot video. Weekends I can, so I got to edit. And that's really the only day I can get them up. But, yeah, let's get to it. As you can see, I already started tearing into it. I got the top panel out. I got to figure out about the springs. How I'm probably going to get it down to the last panel. And then I'm going to roll it up the track to where it will relieve the relieve the spring tension, and then I'll disconnect the cable and then just start the reverse process, and hopefully here soon. I'm not going to bore you with too dang much, but this is what I've been contending with. Let's see if I can get a shot on these. Whoop, these bolts. Yeah, they're old school. They're square. So that just tells you how old this door is. It probably was put up in when the house was built. This house was erected in 1972. So it's been a while. But I'm going to keep at it. I'll probably put you on time lapse and just keep at it.
The sun's just rising, the road's still bare. The rumble of engines fills the morning air. A 57 Chevy, her paint shines bright, and my grandpa's Ford rolls steady in the light. Wheels hum low, a symphony of steel, a handshake with the road, the asphalt feels real. Chrome and rust, they carry our dreams down 2-lane highways and winding streams, through time and miles, where stories gleam, to the car show lot, where we live the dream. Dodge Power Wagon with dents in the door, hauled hay for decades, but it's proud to the core. At Plymouth Belvedere, her fins stretch wide, she floats like a cloud, a true vintage ride. We pass through towns where the past still clings, every turn and curve a song it sings. The past ain't gone, it's alive and well in the sound of the tires and the
1 hour later.
All right, this is as far as I got so far. Yeah, my back is starting to kill me, but I'm gonna get this panel in, and then my buddy's gonna stop by and give me a hand with the last panel. But I mean, it's not too bad. I got those two in probably within a half hour by myself. So I'm going to fight with this last one, get it in place, get the wheels in place, and then just wait for Dave to show up. And then I'll show you, bring you back whenever we got her done. And he don't like being on video that much, so. Well, there we go. I still got to get the new springs put on in the safety cables, but it's not touching the floor because these springs, I think, are heavier rated for the old door because it was wood. I don't know if I want to put this back on, which I probably will. These are the chintzy ass handles they give you for the kind of money you spend on this shit. This door was they wanted $670 something for it, insulated, and at Home Depot and Lowe's had it for almost $30 less, and I said, you price match it and I'll buy it, plus with the 15% sale that you guys got going on. And they did it. They went for it. So I got it for the price at Lowe's, which, if I'm not mistaken, was like $630s. I can't remember now, but yeah, we'll go outside and show you what it looks like. Yeah, definitely a lot better than that. Wife wants me to get those, whatever they are, sconces or whatever. There's 3 that are good, 2 are broke. So I might hunt around and see if I can find them. But there's not really any place to put them because you can't put them on over these panels because they're recessed. And you can't put it over the hinge unless it's 2-piece, you know, like up here in the corners. So it might be what it is. But I am going to take a break. My back is freaking screaming. Then I got to lube up the truck gate. It don't want to latch. What do you know, right? Okay, well, that's one thing done. It's dinner time. Time to go get something to eat. We'll get back at it tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday, so I got a lot of time.
The next day.
Well, it's the next day. In the morning, about 10 o'clock, maybe 11, somewhere in there. Postman making his rounds. Got the garage door completely in. I had to replace the springs. I'll show you what I mean. The kit came with new rails. You can see one there. But came with new springs, the wheels, cables, all that. But these springs are huge because that door was heavy. So it's a wood door compared to the size of these springs, which is for a lighter door. When I shut the door, it was the garage door opener would put it down so far, and the springs were wanting to pull it upward, so it wasn't shutting all the way to the floor. I just got done fighting with that spring, got it in place. So we are going to see how well the garage door shuts now that I changed out the springs and put the safety cables on and all that. I don't have a remote, which I'm going to get, but I got to hold the button to see how well. Okay, what stopped it? Why did it stop? Why did it stop? I think I know why. I think this cable, safety cable over here is buggered up. So let me get that. Well, we figured out what the deal was. I unlocked it and I pulled down on the door, and if I installed these, they're hitting the rail. They go. See if I can do this too, one-handed. See right there, it's hitting. So I'm gonna have to I don't want to reposition those screws because I had to. So I'm never going to lock these things. That one has a hole in the end to put a lock through. This one does also, but shit. Okay, never fails. Should I just take the cut-off wheel off that little deal off the end, or no? Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't. So that one looks like it's far enough out. Time to fight with it some more. I might just pull that one off and see what happens. Okay, that's what it was. That side. This side's still on there. I'll just have to rearrange it so it don't hit. Let's see. Still a little high off the floor. See what I mean? I don't know what to. Maybe try to adjust the garage door opener, because you can adjust the stops, where it stops going that way and stops coming this way. So I'm gonna have to figure. Might have to do that, because I was suspecting it was those springs, but it's the same thing. It's doing the same thing. So yeah, I'm going to take a break.
The next day.
Well guys, I'm back in the shop. Let me show you what I picked up at the yard sales. I put them up. There's some memorabilia signs I picked up at a guy's place he was getting rid of. So let me flip you around, and as you all know, I collect kind of signs and stuff for petroleum, gas, cars. And I have got that one. The light's too bright. The Texaco motor oil and gasoline in the Route 66. I think I'm going to move that one. I just threw it up on a nail for now. Another Texaco Roundy. Those are steel. They're cheap. They're aftermarket. I brought my jug out, rat fink. My daughter made that years ago, and I've had it in my office. And it says, revenge, get even with life. That's kind of cool, so I want to show that off. But I have all kinds of other stuff, you know, like the Grand Prix, Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix from 2005 sign, some oil containers, gasoline can, airplane, little, that there is a little toolbox that I pinstriped from off of I think it was off a old moped or something. I got little things, you know, like my Route 69 diner, you know, come inside, dinner open 24 hours, eat in and eat out, Route 69. My motorcycle stuff, that's what from Morgantown when we went down for the Grand Prix, raced our side hack, and I had a Honda Cafe Racer I raced down there. There's some photos from the vintage bike ride, a few years worth of doing that. I got some Marvel signs, bike. This is when I was into the bikes, you know, Indian motorcycle and Master Sport and Speed. That was at the Packard Museum. Went there. Our whole group went there and checked that out. I got the Pennzoil, got that sign. That looks like a fire extinguisher, but it's a get your kicks on Route 66. A friend of mine made that. That's for trying motorcycle timing. Degree wheel. Batteries died in it. Ain't working right now. But, and also picked up the standard station thermometer. If you remember back in some of my videos, I had a old one that you barely read the numbers, and so I snagged that up too. Yeah, Harley Davidson sign, POW, American flag, you know, just crap I've been collecting over the years. Hell, back when I had my Ironhead Sportster, that grenade is a shifter that I had when I put a suicide clutch on it. That's ATV stuff, motorcycle stuff. I need to get that bow out of here. And the machete. Get it sent off. I got some stuff up in there. I need to go through old tank and some exhaust pipes. Just how it collects, you know. I need new bulbs. Yeah. Got my license plate collection going, which are all nothing spectacular. Except I got a few motorcycle plates over there. Got some older plates over here behind that stuff. Like certain things I need to move on. I got these posters sent to me from a buddy on Facebook group. That's cool. Those are there. Amsoil. I used to be Amsoil representative when I had my ATV motorcycle snowmobile shop. Some of you might get offended, but hey, it is what it is. If you don't understand about the rebel flag, it's not to do anything with being racist. It's history. Look it up. But yep, I got a lot to do in here. I'm going to clean up. I need to get stuff out, get it hauled off. Oh, blocking the camera. Well, you know, arm's getting tired. Hold on a minute. Why do that when I got a selfie stick? Put you guys on there. There we go. That's more better. But I gotta clean. I want to clean up in here. Certain things need to get out. Put in the big shed. You know, like miscellaneous parts. Glove box for Spitfire. It needs to go out in the shed. Unless one of you want it, throw me an offer. Windshield trim. Let's see, get you up there. Still in the bags, both sides, plus the clips. I'm not going to put them on my Spitfire, and they won't work on the TR6. I'll have to look at the TR6 first, but I may sell those. Uh, let's see, what else we got? Oh, you guys are hunting for engine parts. Spitfire, late 70s Spitfire 1500 push rods. Valves, still in great shape. No carbon. I don't know why I got the lifters, but they could probably be cleaned up and reused. I don't know. Distributor caps. I got them on Fleabay. If you're interested, hit me up. Distributor caps, distributors, 2 cams for 1500s. Great shape, old down. I got a starter which could be reused, rebuilt. Master cylinder which can be rebuilt. I'm thinking I'm going to keep hold of those. Just to have. Because if I need to rebuild, I can have it rebuilt and have it on the shelf, sitting, ready to go. Move my broom. Spitfire grill. Not in the greatest shape. Got a chunk out of it right there. But probably could be, if you got a piece of plastic re-welded and thrown in there. I'll let that go. Back behind here is a emergency brake handle for late 70s Spitfire. I'll let that go. Those hinges, no. I'm gonna rebuild those. Oh, I got caps for Spitfire, steel wheels. If you're interested, I got a pair. Plus, I have you can't see the other one, but I got a pair of steel oval port wheels for 76. 2 of those. Let that go. You pay shipping. I don't know what else I can kind of throw at you, but just got a bunch of crap. Oh, I got, if you guys are doing your doing a hard top, rear window, wing window felts, pair of those ready to go in the bags. And I also had, if you got a Mark III Spitfire and you want a tonneau cover, right there, brand new, still in the bag. Got the snaps and the clips for the dashboard. Everything's there. That there, I need to get out what I have into it. So that, just hit me up and I'll let you know. I don't want to say much on. If you got a GT6, got an intake, good shape, just needs good cleaning, and I also have a monstrosity. Check this thing out. Somebody tried to go and do dual port intake from a stock manifold. They cut it off and welded the intake for the Cena Stromberg. That's what would have been on it here in the U.S. They must have wanted to put SUs on it because they welded up 2 plates somehow. I think that's this aluminum pipe. I don't know. Welded that. Look at the booger welds. Someone don't know how to weld aluminum that well. But you would have thought if you're trying to make a dual manifold, intake manifold, you would close this off. They did not. It ports over. So you're defeating your purpose. One carburetor is supposed to feed 2 cylinders, and the other 2. You're feeding all 4 with 2 carburetors. Why? What I would have cut right here, knocked that out of there, and then built these. So you would have had 2 manifolds. Yeah. Hey, whatever. Who knows when that was done? Could have been done on with a drunken stupor. I got a few things like that. It's like this helmet. This helmet I painted and pinstriped and laced it. There's lace on the one side, right there. Different colors with flake, polka dots, flake. I made that. Just my creative juices were flowing. That was years ago. Holy crap! It might have been had a few beers involved and maybe some hippie lettuce. But yeah, I'm just pissing around, cleaning up. I don't have anything. I mean, I could be welding on this, which I should be welding on this. But I fought with that damn garage door for 2 days, and it freaking beat my ass. It whooped me. But I didn't put the new springs on. The old springs are there. They're a lot bigger for that heavier wood door. They did help. It did help, but still pulling it up from the ground. I'm taking the cables that are hooked to the door and go up around the wheel on the spring is too short. And I do have the new cables. So I'm going to put them on. Hopefully that takes care of it. But then I might be able to readjust the garage door opener, because you got a limiter. You can set your up limit and down limit. I might have to climb up there and see if I can figure it out. And if I can do that, then I don't have to piss with the cables, which I already pissed with it twice. Oh well, never ending battle. But I picked up the cardboard from out front, the garage rails. They're brand new. I got to get them off to the shed. Cardboard, I got to work on the cars. I got to work on this frame. I know. I'm saying that. But if I had all the time in the world through the week, I could be out here every day and make you a video at least twice a week and get stuff done. But I can't. As you all know, I tend to my mother, 89 years young. She's does pretty good for her age. Her eyesight's gone. She got dementia, which is not too bad, but it's bad enough. I'm there 5 days a week, 7 o'clock in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. Then my boy gets home about an hour after that. So she's by herself, but usually she's napping. She takes her nap in the afternoon, and I don't want to bother her and let her know I'm leaving. So she does pretty good. And then I try and do what I can to subsidize my income, because I semi-retired, to tend to her and my wife, because my wife is in stage 5 kidney failure, on dialysis. She went through a bout of breast cancer, radiation therapy. That all beat her down, so that beat down her immune system, and she's down to like 104, 105 pounds. She's holding steady, but she was like 140, which is a decent weight. Just a week. Can't do a lot around the house, so here we go again. Laundry, tend to the house, sweep, dinner, set her up for her machine at night, help her in and out of the shower just like my mother. It's just no freaking time. But then after I tend to my mother, like I said, I go out and I do Walmart Spark. I did a little video on that. Just it doesn't fall into my niche with this channel, but I try to do that at least 2 or 3 days a week for about 2 to 4 hours, and I can make an extra. About 3 days, I can make about $300 and some. So it's not bad if you make $100 a day. less than 4 hours worth of work, that's more, that's 25 bucks or so an hour. But you still got to pay taxes on it because you're 1099 contractor. So that's subsidized because I'm semi-retired. I am not working. I get paid by my mother's insurance. It's done to her. Not very damn much. So the Spark subsidizes that. And then I'm trying to get some work in on the side, working on other people's stuff, doing some repairs for their cars. I got a couple folk that want me to do a tune-up, a full go through on their car, not new car, but the vintage stuff, MGBs. And this guy, he has a Bug-Eye Sprite. He wants to go through and do a full oil change, tune-up, car. We're talking points, rotors, plug wires if needed, spark plugs, carb tuning, brake flush. He just talking about that. Just going through greasing and all that and make it safe and good and go. Now I got another guy needs carburetors tuned and some other stuff. And I'm trying to side hustle doing some of that. And I do, I go to their place and do it unless it's something big. Then they'll have to bring it here. Plus my project, my TR6, damn it. I can't win. You just keep plugging away. Just keep one foot going in front of the other. So, yeah. It's just a kind of a vlog day, what I've been doing, what I need to do, what I can't do, and then my health. We ain't gonna talk. But hopefully here real soon we get going again. I need to change the rear spring on the Spitfire. I think that's the next thing I need to get that done before the 20th of next month in September, because our car club, I host a ride in western Pennsylvania. If you guys are around the area and you got a British car, it's all British car show up in Erie, Pennsylvania, hosted by the Scions of Britain Motoring Club. But if you live down towards Pittsburgh, Newcastle, Mercer, you guys can get a hold of me. I'll give you the information. But the guys are meeting up in Greenville, and then they're coming up to Conneaut Lake, meet up with the other group of cars around this area, and then we're going to stop in Albion. I'll be leading the pack of the caravan on up to the show. We'll be up there by 11 o'clock. That's when the show starts. Enjoy the festivities, check out all the other British vehicles, and then you can either leave, go, or follow the group heading back south again. Same route, but it's up to you. But if you want to join in, I can give you the information on that. That'd be, I think it's the 21st. It's a Sunday. Early in the morning. Fire up those brick cars and come on up. Let's go. Okay, well, no, enough said. Enough said. Oh, if you want stickers, I got stickers too. Oh, I fancy. If you want a sticker, let me know. I'll send you one. Okay. Thank you guys for hanging out. Yeah, this video sucked. But it is what it is. You got to show the algorithm that, hey, you got stuff coming out. So, thank you guys for hanging out to this point. I do really appreciate it. We are growing slowly. So, sharing it out and giving a thumbs up and leaving a comment helps out the algorithm, help push it out to other channels and other people, and puts it out in front of them. So that helps the channel out, and that would help me out if you do that. But thank you. Hey, I got a video right here. Why don't you go check it out? You might like it. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.